Hi everybody, today is the 8th of April. It is a Wednesday, and it's about middle of the night here, about 2:45 a.m. Anyway, it's another day, another plan. Gotta keep moving, keep changing all the time. Looking forward. This Monday I had just a cleaning at the dialysis center, which means they didn't take off any water weight. There's two things they do at the dialysis center. They either clean or take off water, edema, water gain. So the theory is that my heart can't pump all the impurities out of my blood, so they have to do a cleaning job with the machine, the dialysis machine, or my heart can't really bring oxygen to my blood and throughout my body, so I'm not getting sufficient. That's where I'm gaining water weight. My body's just not able to adapt to changing conditions. Now, this is a theory. This is just a theory. All modern medicines are based on theories. Theories are based on facts. But facts are just what we know. And there's a lot that we don't know. And that's kind of the problem. There's still a lot that science doesn't know. And that we can't measure. And so the one thing we can't really measure is energy. How energy moves through the body. That's still a mystery. Some people call it energy that moves through the body is your spirit. It's a life that God breathed into you when you were formed as a human being, made a human being. You were given a soul, and with a soul you were given an identity, and that would be called your spirit. And so we can get into the metaphysical realm of spirituality, spiritual dimensions, or just stick with the empirical realm, the evidence-based realm, things that are most evident, things that can be easily identified. So, if you have a heart condition, you usually suffer from poor circulation or blood clots or all kinds of different things, problems you may have. But those problems, may be symptoms and not entirely explain the causes for your condition. I followed Wim Hof a lot in the past. It's kind of interesting. Wim Hof was a guy who set records swimming underwater in the deep ocean waters. He had what's called the Wim Hof method of breathing. And he believed through breathing you can revitalize the organs of the body and rejuvenate and restore health. But a lot of that's unproven because it can't be measured. Now, the main thing about the Wim Hof method is that people have died who've tried the Wim Hof method of breathing because he uses a lot of hyperventilation as part of his approach, which can make you pass out when you're in the water and drown. And so a lot have been written about it. and there's investigative reporters I've been reading about, who's written about Wim Hof. He wrote a book called What If It Can Kill You, or something like that. You know, so it's describing the Wim Hof method and how the hyperventilation approach of Wim Hof has is very harmful, very dangerous, and risky. So the problem is that science can't account for all the differences between people. You see, I'm never dizzy when I go to dialysis. I'm never, I'm always, I feel shaky on my feet. I feel very weak. I feel short of breath, but I never feel dizzy or headaches. A lot of the symptoms are perhaps more common. I don't have. I have low blood pressure, but I think that's a normal condition for me because I can withstand be at very low blood pressure and still be very functional. This week, whenever I do the cleaning, dialysis, I always feel better. It's rough at first because I have to get used to it, but eventually I start to breathe better. Right now, I'm not as short of breath as I usually am or might otherwise be. And I'm able to clear a lot of the water out of my lungs, so I don't feel as congested. You know, whenever I lay down, I start coughing. It's hard for me to lay flat on my back and to be comfortable. So anyway, it's complicated, and I try not to overanalyze it, overthink it, but life goes on. You have to continually have look for a way forward, and that's your health. You know, stay positive, trust in God, and He'll show you the way. And as you see the way through something, that's your opportunity to grow and to learn and to live. Okay, so I'm just giving you an update. And today's Wednesday. We're just taking it easy today a little bit. Want to do a little more planning, find ways to get through this month and beyond. Bye-bye.